go over 12 influence. Oh, we're exactly at 12. Okay, good, good. Forgot that this was only 12. And so that's not what we want to see. I mean, I want to see 3 pieces of ice if I'm going to be using this, right? So let's try again. Mulligan. And again. Okay. Interesting. So, I'm not sure if Octagon is built for this. Oh, cool. Oops. 1, 2. So, put Eli over R&D. And Heimdall. You know what? Yeah, Heimdall here. And then draw back up to 5. Nice. And let's go. I think he said he's ready. Alright. So right off the bat we got some good money, so it's good to see. First click hedge fund, take a credit, and restructure. So we're up to 15. And he's playing Riel, so the first piece of ice encountered each turn is going to be Code Gate, no matter what. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw down Janice to make a remote. Draw a card and take a credit. So once I get an Oversight AI or anything like that, it's going to be an Eli straight into Janice, and then we start working for this mandatory upgrade. Same old thing. Okay. You know what? Maybe even... No. I'll throw the Eli down now. Spend a credit. And... block HQ. Spend a credit. And draw. I forgot about Howler. Should have kept that. So already I'm thinking that Engineering the Future might have been the better option, because if I would have made money for installing each of these cards on top of the hedge fund into restructure. But we'll see how that goes. I'm going to play at least 2 or 3 matches with this deck first before making that decision. Twitch City, I hope you're not taking notes and writing down what's in this deck in case we play each other on Saturday. Gordian Blades out. And paid for using Personal Workshop. And he's gonna make a run. Takes Armitage. I'm not gonna res. Actually, yeah, I do need to. It's 9 credits. Gordian's gonna cost him 1, 2 to break. Uh, yeah. Let's res it. So this is going to be code gate for this run. Next run, it goes back to barrier because of Riel's ability. So if he gets through and doesn't steal mandatory upgrades, I'll be very happy. No, he backs out. Okay. If I res this, again, it's not going to be code gate. It's going to be a barrier, but I don't want to spend the money. So I'll let him go. So now I'm actually considering spending the 4 for biotic labor, scoring... Oh wait, that's Vitruvius. Never mind. I thought that was accelerated beta test. So we have a victor. Just gonna take 3 credits and drop Howler. All we need is just one oversight AI, and all is well. So that's going to be 3. I'm going to res it this time. Okay. Or wait, he only spent 2. There we go. Oh well, that's okay. So I'm seeing a lot of ice, but nothing that I can use it on. I'll keep... Get rid of another piece of ice. Now I'm wondering if I need a Jackson Howard in this deck to see more cards. What's that? Omega. Nice. Good call. So we'll use Gordian Blade to break through wall static, and then Omega to break through this if I were to res it. So I won't res. No way. Octagon. Oh man. And of course now I get the oversight AI. Figures. So I'll spend it now. Draw a card and restructure. I can't remember how many. I think we put 3 of these. It just sucks that both of them are gone already, yeah. But that's okay. And that's Omega. Can't believe that pull. That was an unreal pull. Wow. Definitely still in the game though. Let's take credit. Still can't get over that. Both my mandatory upgrades are gone. I'll res this now. So money does not seem to be an issue. At least that's good. I'll play Ichi, pay 1, and draw a card. Grendel Refinery, nice. So our numbers just dropped and went back up. So for those of you that just tuned in, we just spent the past hour building a new deck, and this is the first run through of the deck after building it on stream. Yeah, I'm gonna get lots of money. Go ahead and res Ichi. He has no clicks. He does have enough money to break through Ichi though, because it's a code gate right now. Yep. I'm not sure what he just paid for there. I think he just paid for Eli, I'm assuming. Yeah, he can't break Eli. So he's going to take his money back because he cannot break Eli. Again, Kit's ability, the first piece of ice you encounter each turn gains code gate until the end of the run. So he broke Ichi by making it a code gate, but Eli is still a barrier. So he cannot get through that. So that's me. I really want to play Grendel Refinery. I guess I don't need to right now. I'll make a server. Play the refinery. And advance it once. See what he does. I just want to build up some money before I spend this biotic on a Vitruvius. This game would have been pretty much in the bag already if he didn't get that mandatory upgrade pull. I would have been able to score it so easily. Same old thing. For sure gamble. He's gonna run here, I'm assuming. No. Okay. So he's gonna break wall of static. And he's gonna get 2 brain damage. Oh, I guess he's gonna throw Omega out. Sorry. We can go back if he wants to. But even if he does bring Omega out, he can't afford to do it to get through Heimdall, so I got a little greedy there. I should have just advanced it, and I should have just advanced it twice, rezzed it, and taken the money. But that's okay, because he didn't run it. So this is perfect now. I'm going to advance it once, res it, take the money, up to 27 credits, and he's not going to be able to get through here, so even if he does throw down Omega, he doesn't have enough money to pull this off. So I'm going to go for the accelerated beta test in my beefed up server and end my turn. So already this deck is pulling its weight. I have the money. I have the big ice out. 15 cost Janus, 11 cost Heimdall, 8 cost Ichi, and I have a server that is not impenetrable, but it's getting there. So he doesn't have much that he can do. Let's leave it at that. Until he gets other breakers out. Gordian Blade and Kit aren't going to help him. His hand size is reduced by 2, so he's stuck at 3 cards in hand per turn. So I think this is going pretty well. So I'll go ahead and score. I'm not going to run the beta test because I already have enough ice out and I don't want to get any agendas trashed. No, we don't want to run beta test. And I'm almost even willing to drop I'll drop a Biotic Labor because I can get it back with Archived Memories. And I don't necessarily need to use Biotic Labor to be scoring agendas out of hand because he can't get past this server at the moment without spending clicks. If I was smart, I would have used Biotic to score the agenda and put this one, Vitruvius, down right now, because I'd rather him get stuck trying to click through Janus and taking another brain damage for an agenda over using Gordian Blade on Wall Static, clicking through Heimdall, and potentially stealing this Vitruvius. It is only a 20% chance, but I still would rather not take that chance. So he has his Omega out off of Personal Workshop. He has 13 credits, so Omega can be boosted to beat my Janus. In which case it will get trashed because I used Oversight AI. But if that does happen, I'm just going to Archive Memories it back into play, put it on top of this Eli, and Bioroid Efficiency Research it to res it again. And if he doesn't run my hand and get this agenda, I'll score it out of hand now, just to guarantee that he doesn't get that. That's what he does. So Omega, I forgot to show the card text. Omega, 7 cost, 1 credit to break ice subroutine, 1 credit to boost it. Use Omega only on the innermost piece of ice protecting a server. So I need to start triple layering my servers. Demo run. Why would he do that? He can potentially demo 1 card. Okay, so he's gonna spend money. $11 to get through to potentially demo 1 card. This is why I wanted to build an HB Big Ice deck. $11 to get through to see 1 card. my goodness. Wow. 2 cards. He has an interface. I didn't even realize. That really sucks, but at least he's poor. Yeah, so this turn I need to focus on getting my defense up. I'm going to... let's see what ice I have in here. I'm going to have to archive memory some ice back to triple layer HQ and R&D. So Howler, I don't want that. Yeah, so here we go. I can get a Victor back, which will be good. I can get a Victor back. Howler. Did I trash 2 of those already? Yeah. Yep. Huh. So now this is a tough choice. I can score this agenda out of my hand using biotic labor and then bank on that 20% chance. He doesn't have enough money to get through this server right now anyways, unless he... well, Gordian Blade's going to cost him 3, 4, 5, so 3 credits to get to that strength. He can click through, is what I'm getting at. But I'm going to go ahead and take the chance that he doesn't draw 2 agendas off the top, because that's already 2, 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 agendas that I know of. So he has a 4 in 21 chance. Yeah. I'm going to score this agenda, I think, rather than block. Or maybe the smartest option is to take a piece of ice back, install it. That way R&D is blocked. And then sit behind this. Then I'll have 2 agendas in hand. So that's a 40% chance. I feel like I'd rather take the R&D chance. So, biotic labor, Vitruvius, and 1, 2, 3. And see what he pulls off. All he has is his daily cast money. So he's up to 4 credits. This cost 11. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a 1 in 4 chance now. Okay, so he decides to stack up efficiency research. I think at this point I'm going to go for that card in no, I can't do that. So it's 6-4. At this point I can go for the card in for the ice in my archives. Ice over R&D. Or I can go for the Janus play. If I go for the Janus play, it's going to cost him $7, $8, $9, $10, $11 or 3 clicks. But he might have some way of getting in there, so I don't want to put an agenda down in here because he can win if he weasels his way in. So I gotta play it safe. So let's try this. Archive memories. Take back Victor. Install Victor. Here. Pay 2. I can use Bioroid efficiency research on it, but I would rather draw a card, hoping it's not an agenda, to reduce the chances of him drawing an agenda out of my hand. And it's not, so that's good. This is getting very intense. He has 9 credits. So he pretty much has to spend it all on one run, and then build his way back up. Takes 2 credits, he has 2 clicks left. So he's up to 11. He can get through here now for that 11 and go for the win. But he doesn't know that. He won't test his server because now Omega can only be used on Eli and Gordian Blade can only be used on Victor. So this Ichi in the middle is going to screw him over again. Which means next turn I'm going to drop Victor right here. And a timely hedge fund. So I'll drop Victor right there. That's going to mess him up even more. And draw another card. And this Janus is going out here and it's going to get Bioroid efficiency research to res it for $3 instead of 15. And then at that point I'm going to start going for the agendas again. Good. And he's really limited by those 2 brain damage. Brain damage is underrated. So we'll go here. 1, 2. We'll res it. And then I'll take back a Grendel refinery for the monies. So at this point, he doesn't really have many options. I think I took away everything. Gordian Blade can only get used on the first piece of ice encountered, because I didn't put any code gates out here except, actually these 2 are code gates. But everything else is not going to be a code gate, it's going to be sentry, barrier, whatever have you. And again, Omega can only be used on the innermost piece of ice. So his issue now is what's in the middle, which are sentries and barriers. So again, if I had scored this mandatory upgrades like I keep saying we, well I guess we, because we technically built this together with the inside of a couple people. So if I had scored this instead of him pulling it, this game would have gone a lot differently. So next turn I'm going to res this Janus and play Grendel Refinery and advance it once. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and get this deresed, and that's fine. I think. 16 credits. Okay. So with Gordian 6 plus 4 is 10, so he spends 10. And this gets deresed. That kind of changes things. But not really. There's another Bioroid deficiency. So I'll play the Grendel. I'll advance it once, and I'll pop this again. So he's looking to bring out Creeper, which is hella expensive anyways, as a breaker. Again, Grendel Refinery, gain 4 credits for each advancement token on Grendel Refinery, but it costs a click, and I have to trash it. So next turn I want to boost this by another 3 as my investment for the future. Gain my 16 credits and hopefully get some agendas out. This has to happen. So again, he can't break through Wall of Static, and now he's forced to break Victor unless he wants to take more brain damage. He could click through it, I guess. Okay, so he chooses to break. This deck is not doing bad so far. Just gotta keep up the pace. He's gonna run archives. I did not trash any agendas, so I'll let that go. Rather him waste a click on that than on something else. And with his last click, he'll take a credit. Okay. Not an agenda. Wotan, been waiting for you for a while, buddy. One, two. I want to be able to res Victor, so I better not be greedy. I can gain 12 credits, and that's enough. Because if I don't, I won't have enough to res this. He'll be able to break through. So I'll get rid of it. And I'm trying to run low on cards. I know I have another Adonis campaign. Don't know where that's been. I can afford that Eli, so we're good. Okay, gives Omega +1. Another Grendel Refinery. If I go for this agenda now, he only has enough to get through Janice, de-res it. He won't be able to beat Eli because he doesn't have the right type of breaker out. And I don't really need to go for more money. I'll do it like this. So I'll put the refinery there. I'll put Vitruvius here. And advance once. Just try to get them to run this way. Waste a credit, or sorry, a click. And 2 credits trashing. That quality time to draw 5 cards. I wonder what he's looking for. Some money, nice. And same old thing. Last click. Alright, so we're gonna be 6-6. Took me a bit of time. He set me back a lot, but that's okay. Yes. And now it's basically who finds the agenda first, him or me. I'm hoping he thinks this is one still, even though I would like the money from the Grendel refinery. Kinda sucks that the card art's not here. I'm gonna show you guys Grendel refinery. Here it is. This big, awesome thing. Probably doing some geothermal fracking for money or something. I don't know. Oh yeah. That's exactly what's going on. Grendel refineries process many different rare elements unearthed during the fracking process. So I'm doing bad stuff for money, but hey, it's worth it. He's gonna have to trash it. You don't want to lose. Keep $2 to make me gain 12. Six. Can't find an agenda for the life of me. Creeper is now out to break sentries. Not bad. So that kind of changes things. Because now we can get through this Ichi right here. So I think that's where I'm going to throw the toll booth next, if I get to that point. Apologies for this guy taking so long to make decisions. I don't blame him though. It is a lot to think about. Still waiting. He's going to spend all his money to derez this Janus again. Sure, buddy, go ahead. Oops. What the heck just happened? Sorry, take that back. Trying to derez it by clicking on Bioroid efficiency, but I guess that doesn't work. I hope I draw an agenda right now, and then I can just Bioroid efficiency research it again. Oh god, of all the agendas to draw. Of all the agendas to draw, I draw this asshole. Man. It's gonna cost way too many, take way too many turns. Play it, advance it once. Oh, that sucks. Pretty much have to keep this guy in my hand. Oh man. Why don't you just let me win? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and res this again. Because shit, why not? Then I'm gonna draw a card. It's not an agenda. Draw another card. There we go. The only issue is now I have 2 agendas in my hand. But I really need to get this going. I'd rather not spend the entire night on one game. I guess he can't run my hand right now anyway, so he doesn't have enough money. Yeah, he's gonna have to build up. Unless he has oh, never mind. So he's back down to $0. That's fine. All that to play pro contacts to draw and get money when he has to just discard cards anyways because of his brain damage. That's good. Okay, so we win. So biotic labor, accelerated beta test, advance 1, 2, 3, and win. No. Good game. Big time grinder. So the deck did what I wanted it to do. I think it was pretty efficient in doing so as well. The money was unreal. I had so much out of a Next Design deck. If I was playing Engineering the Future, it would just be insane. So I don't think I need to switch identities. I saw all the ice that I needed to see. Unfortunately, I didn't get to score mandatory upgrades, but as you could tell, it was a very, very possible option had he not stolen 2 of them, and had I not drew the last one so late in the game. Sorry, take it easy. Oh, never mind. Had I not drew the last one so late in the game, I had enough money to score agendas at will, pretty much, to biotic them at will. So I had a lot of options. I can score them out of hand. I can afford to leave them down in a server for a turn. Grendel's helped, Grendel Refineries. And again, you saw he derez this, was it twice, 3 times? Whatever it was. And I had the resources to keep rezzing a 15 cost ice over and over and over again. And like he said here, this pretty much is the highlight of this deck. He needed more money. So the ultimate goal of this deck is to keep the runner poor. and having to choose his runs, having to put a lot of effort into choosing his runs, I should say, because he's not going to get more than one off per turn, right? So I basically limited him to one run per turn and seeing one card per turn, unless he ran R&D, which I made sure was difficult enough that it would discourage him from getting through it, even with an R&D interface out. And again, like, it got to the point where he didn't even know what to do. He was wasting. He wasted. I can't remember if it was twice that he did it or 3 times, whatever. But between 20 and 30 credits just running the server to derez a Janus. And in Netrunner, if you can get the runner to leave the path of their game plan for even one turn, then you're taking that slight lead, and that's all you really need. So the fact that he spent the 20 credits, 30 credits, whatever, just to derez this while I'm still drawing cards, I'm still moving forward with my economy, I'm still progressing in the game, he just gets stuck in the mid-game phase, whereas I'm in late game and ready to do things and ready to move forward and win the game. So I think this deck did pretty well. It could use a few tweaks. A major tweak would be, I don't want to say this early, to get rid of Howler, but it seems like it might be a card that is not necessarily needed, and so that slot could be taken up by other pieces of ice that I would like to see when I run the next design setup. Howler's great. Again, it lets you install and res a piece of Bioroid ice from HQ or archives, ignoring all costs, placing it directly behind Howler. If you do derez that piece of ice and trash Howler after the run is completed, so if for any reason a Janus or Wotan or whatever else gets trashed, be it by emergency shutdown into Forge activation. Let me show you the cards. Ono Sendai. Mostly out of criminals, so criminal events, they have, if they make a successful run on HQ, then they can pop emergency shutdown. So play only if you made a successful run on HQ this turn, derez a piece of ice. And so they'll do that, derez the ice, check how much money you have. So say I don't have 15 credits to pay for Janus, then immediately after that, on the next click, they will pop Forged activation orders, which is here. Choose an unres piece of ice. The Corp must either res that ice or trash it. So that'll be a way that they get my Januses, Wotans, toll booths, etc. into my archives, and that's why I thought to put Howler in to kind of have a solution for that specific combo, which is a very cheap combo, if I might add. So I don't know if I should get rid of it yet. It's too early to say whether or not I should go and take Howler completely out of the deck. But as of right now, I didn't find a use for it.